Alexandra Daddario posts San Andreas reunion picture with Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson has made some huge blockbuster movies. He's also made films that failed to find an audience. But one of his movies, San Andreas, defies simple categorization. The movie was that rare non-franchise project that wasn't just successful, but was a massive hit. There has been talk of making a sequel for years, and that talk may start up again following Alexandra Daddario's San Andreas reunion, which almost but not quite included The Rock. Daddario played Dwayne Johnson's daughter in San Andreas, and she had a bit of a reunion with a pair of her cast members recently. Daddario posted an image to Instagram of her, along with Carla Gugino, who played her mother, and Ian Grufford, who played her mother's boyfriend. Dwayne Johnson was the only one missing from the family reunion, so Daddario added him, though it's not exactly the world's best Photoshop job. It's a pretty good family reunion. Unfortunately, Dwayne Johnson could only be there in spirit. The man is hard at work on his next film, The Smashing Machine, about MMA star Mark Kerr. Johnson recently showed off the injuries he is receiving while filming, so he was probably too busy getting beat up to hang out with his co-stars. It's nice that they were thinking of him, though. It's a pretty good family reunion. Unfortunately, Dwayne Johnson could only be there in spirit. The man is hard at work on his next film, The Smashing Machine, about MMA star Mark Kerr. Johnson recently showed off the injuries he is receiving while filming, so he was probably too busy getting beat up to hang out with his co-stars. It's nice that they were thinking of him, though. Still, the picture reminds us that we've been promised a San Andreas 2 for years now, but the movie has yet to materialize. The first San Andreas, which is currently available to all with a Max subscription, was arguably Dwayne Johnson's biggest movie ever, at least at the time. It's still one of his highest-grossing movies ever. That's not a Fast and Furious or Jumanji film. In San Andreas, Johnson was the one big star, and the movie showed he could be a box office draw on his own. It's not a surprise that there has been talk about a sequel, despite the fact that the original movie is almost 10 years old at this point. As recently as 2021, Johnson indicated that a follow-up was still in the cards. Of course, The Rock is such a star now that there are more upcoming Dwayne Johnson movies than the man could possibly have time to make. As such, San Andreas 2 has been put on the back burner, along with other sequels like The Jungle Cruise 2, which is also nowhere in sight. As far as we know, both movies are still planned. We just don't know when they'll actually get around to making them, or which one we might see first. We may never actually see San Andreas 2 if there's always something more important for Dwayne Johnson to get involved in. If that's the case, this picture may honestly be as close as we ever come.